Once upon a time, there was this weather woman.
Not sure what to go.
Stay kind of quiet, but you know
Definitely,
you love watching my space. Put your phone head shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink some donkey beer all day. You got it. You know you'll be tracking every move they make.
And what's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Friday. Good to see everybody. We're watching some rain from the Keys, Key Largo. The lights make it look dramatic. So good morning. We're going to go live here in a second. Let our little countdown clock do its thing. Close the radio. Turn on the camera. What's up? Good morning. Got puppies. I got 2 puppies on my lap. Fixing to show you my puppies. Alright, we'll kill the countdown clock. And we will go live right now. There we go. I see chats. Hey, what's up, Smokey? I can play the donkey video, maybe. I can link it, but technically, it's not mine. So, it's really easy to find. It's on YouTube. What's up, Yo Hell? What's up, buddy, down South Florida? Getting juicy down there. Humidity. Good morning, Nathan. What's up, James Okeechobee? What's up, Bristol, Tennessee? NASCAR country. Trying to pick up my dogs here. They're kind of getting heavy. Oh, there they are. Oh, there they are. They're warm. It's a 2-dog night. You know, that's what they said back in the old days when it was a 2-dog night. It's because it was so cold you needed 2 dogs to stay warm. So, I can see why these guys are pretty warm. No convection off the Texas coast, I don't believe. We're going to talk about that little bit of bubbling off of the Florida coast here in a little bit. This is Louie and Hunter. What's up, PKMO? Good morning, Travis. What's up, Chris? Batman. What's up, Loretta Reed? How's it going? This is our boys. This is the Snorter. And this is Louie. Ooh, I just poked him in the eye. Louie is like a stud. He'd sit here. Hey, what's up, Jason Robertson? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's kind of hard to hold 2 of them. All right, so we'll put down Hunter because the song had Louie in it. Sometimes Louie says hi, so we'll, there we go. We'll just leave Louie up. Put your arms down. You look like you're afraid. Look at that. I didn't do it. Hey, Dale, that's all right. The expo went great. I'm going to reshare it on my personal page. Big thanks to City Oldsmar for having me do that. Hello from Vero Beach. What's up, Jane? What's up, Crystal Thompson? These are our puppies. This is Louie. Louie can be a supermodel, I'm telling you, man. All you got to do is tell him to look somewhere, and he will. He will not move a muscle. He'll win every staring contest, right? Louie, look right there. Look. Right there. Look at the camera. There you go. Now look. Don't move. Don't move. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, that was a really cool award. I appreciate that. Sounds a little low. It's pretty good up now. The music was low. What's up, Trish? Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Tom. What's up, buddy? Virginia, checking in. Nobody's really going to be tuning in today. The tropics are quiet, so that's good. I understand. What's up, Chris Draper? Race car buddy. What's going on, man? So, all right, we're going to talk a little bit about the weathers. You about ready to go down? Huh? You about ready to go down? Say bye-bye, everybody. He's like, what are you talking to, Dad? There's no people. Oh, God, Harold. Yeah, I don't know. I was drinking a little bit. I don't even know what I talked about. It was a long day of softball. So, yeah, I did a little fireside chat last night. I was told by our supporters to leave those to the supporter page because sometimes I get a lot of people mad at me. So that's what I did. Red tide is bad, Smokey. I know. God, I wish I knew more about it. Dan is here. What's up here? So big thanks to ABC. It's Friday. If you live in Florida, check them out. This is their Twitter page. This was back in Irma days. We did a little skit buying our supplies for Irma. I did not consume that. That was more of a photo op. But big thanks to ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits, family owned and operated here in Florida. Great company, great people. They're even sponsoring our cruise coming up, which we'll start to talk about a little bit more coming up next March. Hint, hint. So big thanks to ABC for supporting Drunk Donkey Nation for sure. All right, so what do we got? Let's see. Let's start out with the facts. Here are the facts of life. Remember that show? We joke about the sitcoms in the 80s, but if you're my age and you looked back at sitcoms in the 80s, you will be shocked at how many TV shows you probably watched as a kid that you forgot about. Like dozens of TV shows that I was like, when did we like stay glued to the TV as a kid? So can't get too mad at our kids today on phones when we spent a lot of time watching TV as a kid. So I had to tell myself that a lot. So hey, what's up, Jamelia Rooney from Cape Cod, I believe. What's up, Heritage Cottage Urban Nano Farm? That's a long name. Ocean Spring, Mississippi. Folks are never mad. Well, James, they get mad all the time. Holy crap, I got haters. Man, I got haters. I post 4,842 weather posts. Then I post a sponsor post from supporters of the page. Oh my God, you sold out. You are selling out. Like, okay. Like, whatever. So anyway, cheers to coffee drinkers. What's up, Cindy? All right, so here's the tropics. We're gonna talk tropics. I'll try to read comments. So these slower days when there's not a lot of weather. That's right. I got a few haters, Julie. I love them. Can't be mad at an average Joe weather guy. But there we go. No tropical cyclone. So Invest 99 disappeared. Remember, Invest 99 was way up here northeast of Bermuda. It's gone. Never really had any convection to it per se. It was an old frontal boundary. So that's good news. Nothing through the weekend. So TGIF, right? TGIF. Chris, not a lot of rain. Things are just normal. Oh, Michael's selling out. Because, that's how the world works, man. You gotta just take it one day at a time. All right, so here's a scoop. All right, so I posted a couple things this morning. We're going to talk about vorticity, by the way. So we had some supporter questions. Go camping, Dale. Yep, we're going to go camping. So we're going to talk about vorticity here in a little bit. Promise. What do we got? So there is some weather. This was shared. Man, I got all these friend requests. If I have to turn them off. My God, I get them popped up all the time. But this was shared in Germany. Big rains over in Europe, in England, Germany. So definitely big news out of there. Big time flooding, bad situation overseas. So that's happening. And then if you want to know what's going on the other side of the world, for sure. As a matter of fact, we can go to Twitter here real quick and see if there's any updates on that. There's my buddy Dabu talking about our little wave. It's interesting, I know. Here's some more flooding coming in from Germany. There's a video. Shocking video. This was posted 20 minutes ago. Stephanie Abrams retweeted it, but crazy flooding here in Germany going on. I mean, an tornado hit Ontario. Crazy weather. All right, let's talk about our weather, tropics. Let me close some stuff down. All right, so what we got? Let's talk about short-term, short-range, homegrown possibilities. Let me zoom in here on this little guy. All right, so you might recall last week we were talking about the possibility of midweek this week of some mid-level energy coming across the middle Atlantic. Well, lo and behold, look at this. Here we go. A little bit of energy in the middle Atlantic. It's not highlighted by the NHC. Hey, Michael, appreciate that, buddy. What's up, Nathan, over there on YouTube? And by the way, if you hate Facebook, I love Facebook, but if you hate Facebook, we do stream on YouTube more and more now. So make sure you subscribe and like and hit all them buttons and stuff, as I really don't really understand YouTube that much yet, but we are over there. But anyway, so we're going to talk about this little guy. What is this little guy? It's going this way. A little tropical, little spinach maybe, right? It's not highlighted by NHC, so we're not hyping anything. But it's got my attention because it's got a little bit of spin, a little bit of spinach. Just a little bit. It's kind of tied to an old frontal boundary. We got a high pressure spinning to the north. Clockwise, we got a little bit of help here getting it going. So just kind of keep a little bit of eyeballs on that. Not really showing mid-levels. So I just wanted to point that out this morning that, you know, sometimes these little guys can become a little something. Oh, hey, Afro Ryan B. Cool. Well, that shirt was awesome. So over on YouTube, it was so, my head was in a million places at the expo. You know, we just got done talking for an hour. And I looked down and this cute little girl, Sarah was standing right next to her, had our shirt. And I'm like, oh my God, that's our shirt. So that made my night. Thank you so much. And that cute picture with Sarah was a winner. That was a really cool memory, so thank you. But anyway, so we got good people, man. It's cool. All right, so here's a little spinach. You know, I don't know. I don't think we're going to obviously see anything from it. But hey, they got the warm Gulf Stream. We got a little spinach. We got very light shear. So that's the only reason I pointed it out. The shear map, extremely calm. In this area, green means good for tropical. If there was something tropical. Shear tendency is pretty much low in this area. So we'll see. We'll keep a casual eye on it. Like I said, there's very little spin attached. It's all tied to an old frontal area. But, you know, just point it out. We'll see. You know, it's kind of inching its way towards Florida. You know, maybe end of the weekend, we'll have to see, might bring some additional rains. It's not showed up on any models. So, but I've seen these little guys get circles, so maybe 2 o'clock we'll get a little mention possibly of a small area of interest, maybe. There it is again. So there's that. I don't know. But none of the models are really showing up on it. So it's kind of hard to even talk about. Well, let's see if the 12Z came out. Hang on a minute. Let's see. We might have the freshest. We got a new parameter. I was all excited today. Check this out. So the HRR now has Gulf Coast included. Look at this. So I used to share, and it would cut off like right. Whoops! It would cut off. Let me show you if I can close this. So before, my southeast radar would stop here, and I was like, Texas, they mad at me. Well, look, Texas now is included to the party. So God bless Texas. Hey, Brent, appreciate that, buddy. That's awesome. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Stephanie Stokes? Our little weather girl up there in the Panama City Beach. They got the Softball World Series going on up there. The USFA, Kim Largan and Hank, friends of mine. Emily had a completely terrible day yesterday. 2 scoreless innings from a team from Indianapolis, and then the 3rd inning, it all went to hell. It was bad. Bad. We had some errors. We couldn't hit. Then she gave up a grand slam. Oh, my God. She broke down on the pitcher's mound. Hey, Sandy, what's up? Our cruise. Who was that guy in the Love Boat? Isaac? Was it Isaac? On the Love Boat. I know you're not an Isaac. Who was that cruise guy? No, that wasn't Isaac. Who was the other guy? Love Boat. Well, maybe it was him. Let's see. Love Boat. Blah 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 blah. Cast members. I'm thinking of somebody else. I used to watch the Love Boat. I can't believe it. This guy, Fred. That was a guy. I don't know. I thought he was the cruise guy. This guy. There's pictures. It was this guy I'm thinking of. Remember the Love Boat? I don't know. How do we all have time to watch this? This is the one I was thinking of. Maybe you could be this girl, Sandy. I don't remember these people. I'm going to have to watch the Love Boat to remember the Love Boat. James, I know. God, they're girls though, man. What do you do, man? She wanted to win so bad. You're playing. Somehow we got into the gold bracket. I mean, all of our girls are freshmen, younger, and we. Yeah, Jamelia, it's tough. I mean, I wanted to be mad. I mean, what do? You can't be mad at them. I mean, you can't be mad at their passion. And she came back throwing strikes. So, it's just awful. 1 inning. Could erase that. All right, so look at this big old dry air. So right now, the reason that there's nothing going on in the main development region is we got a lot of dry air out there. And My Fox Hurricane has a great image. You can check it out here. MyFoxHurricane.com. Big old plume of dust coming in off of Africa right now. So this is helping keep things in check along the main development region. We even have some dust that's scooted by Florida. We had some really beautiful sunsets a couple nights ago here in the west coast of Florida, and that's kind of pushing away. The other factor, of course, is the MJO, which is in a very suppressed stage right now. But look what happens toward the end of July. Things get a little bit more interesting. So the MJO is an amazing phenomenon. Hey, what's up, Alan? What's that? Nothing brewing, Greg and Carrie Griffin. A little bit of spinach off the Florida coast. That is not. We should all dress up as Love Boat cast. Thank you, Crystal Thompson. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's the best $5 on the planet. We actually have a good time in our little group. I'm trying to do more behind the scenes stuff because it's fun. It's a good time. What's up, James? Softball, James. Hey, we're going up to your neck of the woods, James. We're doing the backwards K up in Newberry, I think. So this MJO is fascinating. I'm going to show you some stuff. All right, so we're going to do some fun stuff. So the MJO is suppressed stage, and the MJO definitely controls thunderstorm activity early in the season. I'm 100% convinced this is extremely suppressed stage in the MJO right now, especially over the Atlantic the next 2 weeks. But look at week 3 or next following week, things start to come. It's a pulse that goes west to east. But we're going to be getting closer to an enhanced stage. And I put this on my post this morning, this ensemble map here. Let me show you. And we're starting to see signs of possible tropical activity. This is 10 days out. So in about a week's time, maybe next week, we might see a little something try to brew here in the Atlantic. So nothing to worry about. People like to look long range. It is the time of the year that we start looking at end of July, and there is a little signs starting to pop up that one of these waves could try to get going 10 days out. So this would be basically 10 days from from now, which would be the 26th. So if you're, in the islands, we're not talking anything in the next, this would be the 26th of July. You guys say July? So is it a southern thing when you say July or is it July? Robert Williams, I know you're getting hammered, man. Rescue 911, I think I remember that. I remember Emergency 1 or Emergency something in the mornings. I remember the hey, what's up, Bill in Lauderdale? What's up? Rescue 911. Jetstream, Crystal. Yeah, the Jetstream is... let's take a look at the Jetstream, by the way. So we're starting to lose that push down south. Where is my Jetstream map? Holy crap. Where the heck is it? I got this one. Wonder why I have it there. I got to move it. One's wind shear. But anyway, there's a good shot. The Jetstream kind of non-existent in the... what happened to my forecast? Let's see if this one works. Used to work. Here's a good one. There's a Jetstream forecast. Looks ahead the next 3 or 4 days. Jetstream straying way to the north, starting to reduce the shear in the south. So, toward the end of the July into August, September, we started getting a lot less wind shear in the south, and that started enabling our systems to get going. So, here's another one, Jetstream animation. Here's a great one here. This kind of gives you an idea where we're at. You got to find North America, though. There we are. So there's a Jetstream kind of hiding way up in Canada. Eh? I don't know anything about stars, Scott, but they add up. Gilligan's Island, oh my God, Lord Andrew, dude. Yo, hell, why's it going to be a rough Friday, man? Cup 3? You the man, yo. Taking Corvette out in a while. Melissa, nothing popping up. It looks like the 27th and 30th. Nope, nothing I would be stressing about. For sure. July. So Nancy, what we're looking at in July, that would still be way out before the Lesser Antilles. So that's that. Hunter, come here. What are you guys doing out there? Come here. Hey. They can't possibly have to go to the bathroom. I didn't give them any water yet today. I have to control their water intake. There's only so many paper towels in the world, man. All right, so here we go. So locally, definitely going to keep an eye on our little bit of convection out there. Let's see if we're getting any lightning on it. We might get a little pop at 2 o'clock. Look at that. We get a little lightning. Ooh, look at that. Weather nerds, look at this. So I teased everybody, This is that mid-level energy that we talked about kind of merging with that old front. But look, it's kind of drifting. We got a lot of thunder and lightning popping up right here. This is interesting. See where Bahamas are? We'll go out northeast. Come here, Hunter. And then we go to our wind map. And just for fun, you can kind of see northeast. Little bit of spinach. Little bit. Not a lot. Little, as Bobby would call it, a little baby bump. So it's not quite a closed low. But it could be trying. It could be trying. Look at that. It could be trying. High pressure to the north. Spinning. Helping push it this way. But, we'll see. Keep an eye on it. Never know. These are these little homegrowner guys that pop up sometimes and get interesting. We were going to look at the HRRRRR, and then we're going to talk about vorticity. I promise. So let's close some windows here. I got so many windows up. Jetstream, Twitter. So we're going to go back to our model here and look at the new HRR, which I love. And we're going to click and see if we get any radar show on. And it hasn't gone out that far yet. But here it is coming into the picture later tonight. So we'll see. Just keep an eye on it. All right. So, hey Jennifer, yeah. So we have high pressure slid over a little bit more overhead, which is limiting a little bit more thunderstorm activity. So the flow of storms today, still doing this. You know, we got high pressure, so we get our little normal pop. You know, little popcorn storms pop up. These end up going to the north. And we got a little frontal boundary merging, actually getting pulled up. Uh-oh. Let's see what this one is. This is a weird one. All right, let's answer it. I don't even know why I have the phone over here. Ready? Let's see what it is. Hello? Hello?
Hi, my name is Lynn with BAS Insurance. How are you doing today?
Oh, good. I'm the housekeeper.
I'm calling to inform you that we are offering the cheapest rates for life insurance policies.
I don't own my home.
And final.
I work here.
Say that again.
I'm not the homeowner.
So in order to qualify, I just need to ask one quick question. How old are you?
That's private information.
I totally understand your hesitation because this information might be new for you, or maybe you've never heard of it. But believe me, when you get the information and compare it yourself, I can bet you will change your mind.
Okay, but
how old are you?
12. You must be a robot. Are you a robot? How old are you? They hung up. I don't think that was a real person. It must have been an automated, why would it matter how old I am? That's private. So anyway, yeah, I know. That was crazy. Sorry to all the people that want weather. So, oh my God. So here's a little frontal boundary coming down. Let's take a look at that real quick. Back to the weather real quick. So there's no storms. Here it is. This is that little frontal boundary today. Brewing squall lines. A little bit tomorrow, but that's about it. I got to get my mind back into the weather here. But anyway, the next 3 days, nothing. So here's a radar. So a little bit of frontal boundary coming down. So let's look at that, and then we're gonna talk about spinach. I promise. All right. Oh, that was weird. I gotta refresh my mind here. So here's the radar today. Here's 12 o'clock. So we're going to see a little bit of storms brewing. This flow here, moisture today. Not very, very sporadic rains. Nothing solid. You know, we could have some thunderstorms brewing. This is late afternoon, like normal. You know, so we'll probably see sea breeze kick in, and we'll get some storms rolling across the Florida West Coast later tonight. Nothing huge, heavy. Storms are going to be pulling up into the Louisiana, Mississippi, Upper Gulf Coast tonight. Normal stuff tonight and ahead of this approaching area. So that's the weather today. Nothing really solid to worry about. So there you go. All right. So, crazy. I know that was funny. So let's talk about upper level winds. Okay. So we had a question about this with our Facebook supporter, and they were really wanting to talk about this. So Shelly's like, talk about our toy. So here's our toy. We have adult toys. Fisher-Price style. So in order for a storm to really get strong, we need light wind shear aloft. So here's what a wind shear map looks like in May. We have a lot of jet stream dipping south, a lot of upper level winds, a lot of instability in the upper atmosphere, winds everywhere. And we fast forward to September and look at the wind shear map. Jet stream's a lot farther to the north, really quiet wind shear across the south, across the Atlantic, and this was during Irma. Here's Irma. So what a difference, right? May and June here, a lot of wind shear, and September, very light wind shear. So when you have light wind shear, this is a great graphic down below, this little guy. These are all your levels of the atmosphere. Lower levels all the way up to upper level atmosphere. So a weak storm starts to get decoupling, they call it, where the upper level winds start blowing apart the thunderstorm. So I use this example, and this is all the layers of the atmosphere. 1,000, 850, 700, 500, 250. And it's so cool, but when we have stacking, it means there's so much light wind shear, a thunderstorm is able to build up. And the more its ability to grow upwards, it means it's going to become stronger, more organized, deeper low pressure, and more spinach. But when we have a lot of wind shear and starts blowing our tops of our atmosphere sideways, like that graphic here, storms have a hard time to develop strong, and they remain weak. So when I say stacking, it means that all these levels of the atmosphere can form upwards and become the perfect storm. And when you have upper level winds, light, it enables the low pressure to extend upwards into the higher levels of the atmosphere and become stronger. You know, and the old school vorticity map, 850, 500, 250, shows the amount of spin in the atmosphere. And when you can get the upper level, like jet stream, 250 millibar height, flight level winds to stack up over the lower level winds, and we get strong storms. And that's kind of fins. So we can do a Jimmy Buffett song, right? Fins to the left, spins to the right. So that's that, and it makes a lot of sense, right? Oh, you know, I can unscrew this little thing. Look, this is really cool. Look, now I can really do it right. So there we go. There is the unstack. That's wind shear blowing apart our system and encouraging decoupling like a train, and that's stacked. So end of the season. Lighter wind shear enables thunderstorms to grow upwards and become, very wider, low pressure spinning systems. The deeper the pressure, stronger the storm. And Elsa was 1,007 millibars off the coast of Tampa. Extremely high pressure. For a tropical system hurricane. But here's a new one I added to the expo. So we were in a La Nina watch this year, which means that towards the end of the season, August, September, October, November, the likelihood of a La Nina is very possible. And what that means is it creates less wind shear over the Atlantic and Caribbean. And that's due to cooler waters in the Pacific stabilizes the Pacific, and when the waters over the Pacific are cooler and stable, then it creates less wind shear coming across Central America, thus the Caribbean, and we have more chance for storms to develop upwards because of the light wind shear. So when we have a La Nina, basically means we have less wind shear expected in the Atlantic, and that enables thunderstorms to grow. So unfortunately for 2021, we could have a busier end of the season like we did last year, October, November. Very likely. Very likely. Let me show you. I got so many cool graphics. So let me talk. I still want to talk about Elsa. So Elsa, this graphic here, which you can kind of see very well. This is the Florida coastline. This is like around Fort Myers area, the X. And as Elsa was going northward, hurricane hunters were finding very strong signatures of hurricane force winds on both the east and northeast quadrants. Very structured, and they noted stacking. Pressures were hanging on 1,000 millibars. And then as our storm approached Tampa, this is Tampa, all of a sudden, you can see the radar here. Watch the radar about right here. Watch what happened to the radar right here. Watch what happens. So we have Elsa approaching. We have an eye wall. We have an eye develop, right? All of a sudden, boom! Like poof! Like into the unknown. Like the radar absolutely squashed. And you can see it. You can see the eye wall. I'm looking at it again. All of a sudden, poof. And the pressures went from 1,000, 1,002, 1,003, 1,007. I've never seen a storm increase pressure so quick. And Sandy's bringing up the Indians. I know. I'm starting to believe the Indians might have something to this. The Indian mounds protecting Tampa Bay. But in reality, my theory that nobody's talking about, this MJO was in an extremely suppressed stage as Elsa came across. And everything about the MJO is it promotes sinking air. And I think that Elsa grew quick, like definite hurricane off the coast of, Fort Myers, nearing Sarasota, off the coast. And then I think once our storm grew upwards, developed an eye wall, this downward motion of the MJO just chopped it off, injected whatever it does, because we had moist air. Hurricane hunters found a stacked system. The water vapor loops showed that the dry air in the Gulf was kind of gone, but it chopped it. And the theory behind the MJO is it does that. So that's my theory. And when you have higher pressures, you have less wind surge. Lowering pressures promote surge. And we also lost those strong winds on the south side that could have impacted Tampa Bay. So we had a surge forecast of 3 to 5 foot. But because we lost pressure and we lost strong west winds as our storm just poofed, obviously we didn't see the wind, the surge that was expected. Now, of course, we got hit hard down south. Obviously, we had our tails. We had tornadoes, yes. But as far as hurricane force winds, didn't happen. What's interesting, though, comparing Elsa and Ada, NHC surge forecast for Tampa Bay was still 3 to 5 foot. Now, when we go to Ada, 3 to 5 foot. And, high tide as Ada passed for Old Tampa was 2.15. It wasn't that high. I mean, we still had a high tide expected, almost the exact same totals for Elsa as we did for Ada. But total different radar signature and pressures. Ada was a lot lower pressure, and it maintained this structure as it passed by with lowering pressures and storms, constantly feeding into the Tampa Bay area. So very interesting storms. Both almost the exact same data, but two different animals and what they produced as far as surge went. So those are really interesting. One day I'll go over all this stuff. Man, I got so many sexy models. Look at that. Those are cute. But yeah, Morgana, nobody wanted this to be bad. And I do believe it was a hurricane. I mean, looking at the Hurricane Hunter data, no doubt, man, this thing was strong. I mean, we saw convection to the north side and the northeast side, and it was strong. And it developed an eye. I mean, it just, tropics are tricky. Shelly, I knew I need a new sign. It's still there, though. There you go. So that's that. Did you know that storm deaths and hurricanes, almost 80, 85, maybe more percentage is water-related deaths? Storms, this is an old graphic, older, not like old, but it might be a few percentage points different now because of the last couple of years, but 50% of storm-related deaths were storm surge. Inland flooding, 25%. Surf is 5%. We got another scam call on my cell phone. The only thing is I don't want to answer them because when they answer them, they see. I mean, I love how, look at that. See, scam likely. But now they know I'm a real person. They might keep calling back. So, but so anyways, so almost 80, 85, 90% of cyclone deaths are water related. So water is everything. Water. And check out this graphic. How many times you hear it's only a category 1? So Florence was a category 1 when it made landfall. Hey, Robert Williams. I don't know if it was shear or not because the Hurricane Hunters at the last report, even though that satellite, the radar looks so bad, they kept it as a hurricane because the Hurricane Hunters found that it was vertically stacked and didn't lose any structure. So it was definitely, the pressure was everything. Whatever caused the pressure to get from 1,000 to 1,007 had a lot to do with it. And I do believe it's related to that MJO pulse. What's up, Gwen? Good morning, Conehead. Nice puppy. So category means nothing. Correct, Whitney O'Quinn. But look at that. Florence was $24 billion in damages. And that's a lot of flooding. So, some other category 1s. Isaac, Sandy, Hermine, Matthew, Nate, Irene. So it just seems like the media definitely hypes the system up when it's a 4 to a 1. Florence was a 4 out in the middle Atlantic, got all kinds of press. It seemed like when it was weakening, every headline, Florence weakens again. Florence continues to weaken. Florence now weakens to a category 1. People then let their guard down, right? Oh, it weakens. And guess what? $24 billion later. So that's a good graphic. But anyway, all right, I'll share all that stuff one day. I got a lot of cool stuff on there. So let's looky at our little Bahama surprise, and let's see what it looks like. If we got anything to worry about. I'm curious at 2 o'clock if we get a little circle, right? Maybe we'll get a little circle. That little disturbance is kind of tied to an old frontal boundary and some mid-level energy. It's got a little spinach. You can actually see it really well. Look at that. You can see little spinach. Little flaring up of thunderstorms here currently. So this is interesting. Keep an eye on it. We should draw an eyeball. Let's see. We'll draw it out. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good looking eye. Look at that. I used to be an artist. There's an eyeball. The trick is doing the same thing on the other side. And that's the hardest thing. So we'll try to do that. Look at that. And then we draw a little nose. I don't know what the hell that is. It's supposed to be nose. And then we'll draw a little happy face. We got some teeth. Yay, look at that. Crazy. I had to remind myself I'm 47 sometimes. Never take a storm for granted. Did you mean to say granted? All right, so we'll keep an eye on this. NAC not talking about it, but we are seeing some pretty good thunderstorm activity popping up right near where it appears to be center. Sometimes these little homegrown little guys pop up to watch, so we'll see. A little lightning going on out there now. So there you go. All right, anything else we can chit chat about? So, it's a trap, Jane. Yeah, I hear you. I did fall asleep at the fire pit last night. So if you saw my little fireside chat, 2:30 in the morning, I woke up. One of these days, neighbor's gonna wake me up. Hey, Mike, go to bed. I do that. I'm comfortably numb. I love my fire pit. Somebody asked about the Gulf. There's really nothing out in the Gulf I can see. Remember yesterday we had that Bay of Campeche? Remember yesterday we had a big old blow up? Well, it kind of blew apart, and so there's nothing there. Little wave down here. I always look at the surface charts so you can see tropical wave, but you look at, let's look at ASCAT. Let's see if there's any passings of our system out in the it's a little, just missed it. Maybe no. So cool beans. All right, anything else? Hammock. I do love Pink Floyd, Eric. Are we going to do a Drunk Donkey karaoke night? Probably lose a lot of fans. Hey, what's up, Don? Yep, dog snoring. Sarah brought me Petunia yesterday. So one of her favorite memories of her lifetime was went to see Darcy Lynn. And if you guys remember, Darcy Lynn was coming to the Strawberry Festival, and we reached out. Even though the haters thought that I was using my power of the internet wrongly, we got to meet Darcy Lynn. And it was the coolest, happiest day ever for Sarah. Paul Davis over there at the Strawberry Festival got us in touch, and we got front row seats. Sarah got to meet Darcy Lynn and Petunia. And she's listening to me now. Come here. She's like, I hear you, Daddy. Come say hi. Then we got to go. I didn't comb her hair today, so don't judge. I'm showing everybody Petunia. Now you got to put the chair up. So, hey, Lord Andrew, tropical waves need a lot of time to develop, and when they do, that's 90. A big percentage of storms start from tropical waves. Definitely, when they're moving fast, though, and they don't really have any low pressure associated with them. They're just waves of juice, energy, and really nothing on the surface on this one at all. So waves are just rain-making waves. There's no signs of any sort of low pressure, and that's that. So that's just, big old upper high here over Texas. You gonna come over here? Come here. What are you doing? You fixing your hair? It's come here. Come say hi. Hurry up. All right. You give me hugs. Look, say hi. You want to show everybody Petunia? Show them Petunia. That's Petunia, right? Yeah. She's my biggest weather fan. Thanks, James. Somehow we got sucked into playing. We got to play. The number 1 seed lost yesterday. And we got grouped into the gold bracket. And we don't have any girls on our team that are juniors or sophomores or seniors. So we got to young team playing some pretty stout girls, and it might be ugly. I hope not. But, and there's high pressure here, by the way. High pressure spin clockwise. So, daily rains, let's look at that. I always like looking at this. Daily rain totals. So we got flood outlooks again up north. Somebody mentioned that. Man, I mean, the jet's way to the north. Lots of energy coming in constantly here across the north. Flood potential again tomorrow. Again. So the northeast getting all the rains. Yucky, yucky. This is tomorrow. So daily rain totals. Here we go. Today's, remember, anything light green is not even half an inch. So light rain, little bit of Louisiana rains, high pressure spinning in the moisture here. So, you know, a little bit of rains today. Tomorrow, you know, west coast sea breeze action down across Florida possible. Very normal this time of year. Sunday, things really are light across this upper Gulf here in Florida. Little frontal boundary hanging around on Sunday, so that's going to bring some rain to the Carolinas to watch on Sunday. And then Monday, our front flattens out, which they normally do. Remember that graphic I shared earlier this year? Fronts, early season fronts do this and move in. Toward the end of the year, or right now, fronts do this and flatten way out. And that's because our low pressure systems go farther north and do that. When they're down here, they do that. So there's that. So there's our flattening front. This would be Tuesday. Rains return big time. So here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then it starts to dissolve a little bit. And we could have a pretty dry week through the week Thursday. So a little bit of Texas rains coming in on Monday in Oklahoma, down in Louisiana. Monday, Tuesday. Could be some more heavy rains for Texas on Tuesday. Carolina rains here on Monday. So our front flattens out. But as far as tomorrow goes, weekend, pretty good next couple days. So, in fact, we can see the next 3-day rain forecast. So there's your next 3 days rain forecast. So Florida staying dry. Robert, the northeast rains, just a lot of it has just been the jet stream pulled to the north, and we just been getting these Canadian lows pulling to the north and lifting, you know, these rains. So we've had a constant bombardment of these Canadian lows staying farther to the north and just bowling balling in these rains. Bermuda High, not really, Robert. I don't believe so. Bermuda High really affects more. I mean, I guess it does. It's a little bit more to the east, or right now it's to the west, but. I mean, it's a combination. I mean, the Bermuda High is always there. It's just, let's see. Let's see, La Nina. See if there's any good graphics talking about La Nina in the summertime. I know in the wintertime it affects moisture more. I don't know. I'll have to do some homework. To be quite honest, I really don't know. I don't think it affects as much. But anyway, it's always winter. There's all the La Nina winter patterns. I'm not sure about summertime patterns. But hey, I will. So we're not full. No, we're kind of neutral, Robert. We're ticking a tick into La Nina right now. So that was a great question. I'm going to look into it because it has been extremely wet. On the north. And we're just getting these upper north low, jet stream with the low pressures to the north and just fueling it. But anyway, all right, I hear the puppies. Oh, so anyway, things are cool. That's it. So weather, hey, if things are quiet, it's great. Tropics, we're casually watching the area off of the Florida East Coast. We're casually watching the tropics later. Here's tropical tidbits. We're tracking a wave maybe this time next week, possibly starting to get going. So that could be the next spot to watch as far as tropics go. At least out in the Atlantic, that is. As far as let's see what the 6Z shows. It wasn't running yet when I did that earlier graphics. So yeah, see, here you go. I mean, just casually watching this area next week down here. And then, like I said, history repeats itself. We start to see more and more storms toward the end of July. Let's go to the end of July. Here's July 11th through the 20th. And look what happens here, July 21st through the 31st. So this is from 1851 to 2015, but from July 21st to 31st, we start to get more tropical waves popping off of Africa to watch. And just a week before that, the 11th to the 20th, a few. So you can see things are trickling towards that area to watch this time of year. Natural. So high temps in the far west, Gary. Well, I know y'all had record heat, man, leading up to this week. Let's see what we got for temperatures. So obviously today, so white is 100 plus. Cooling down in Oregon and Washington, but we still have hundreds across upper plains here, in the Dakotas, Montana, Herald Country. Hundreds today. Oh, it's actually the 16th. I was wondering, that ain't right. Well, it's still the same today. It's not. Hundreds, upper 90s, 99, 90s, hundreds, 90s, 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 hundreds. This is tomorrow, Saturday. Even more hundreds into Idaho on Sunday. 90s, hundreds. It's hot. I mean, extremely hot come Monday. 103, 101, 101, 102 up into Canada. 101 in Washington. So the heat's not going away. No cool down coming anytime soon. This is next Thursday. 106, 104, 100, 105, 103, 108. Crazy. So there you go. It's hot. Cool beans. All right. Well, great weekend ahead, right? TGIF, nothing official on the maps. We're going to watch that little spot off of Florida. Be curious, 2 o'clock, we get a little yellow crayon. And that's it. Not a lot of storms brewing. Just flooding in the Northeast, unfortunately, in the next couple of days. And then we'll see what tomorrow brings. So there you go. Right? Thanks for all the support. Appreciate it. Guys, great. Make sure you visit ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits. Fridays we usually do a shout out here to Coastal Claims. They are going on our cruise Frank, I believe, or maybe one of his workers. But anytime you need a adjuster to fight for you in the insurance world, make sure you give Coastal Claims a call. They service not only Florida, but everybody in the South, across the East, a lot of our fans, and they will work hard to get you a lot more money if you need to file a claim with insurance. Storm damage, water damage, fire damage, smoke damage. Great people, very customer friendly, customer service friendly, and they're big Drunk Donkey fans. That's the biggest coolness about it is they're big supporters and fans of our page. So hopefully you don't need to deal with insurance companies. But if you do, call. Come here. What are you doing? What are you chewing on? He's chewing on a bone down there. Say goodbye, Hunter. You're getting all worked up. So we'll end with Hunter, right? What are you doing, buddy? Look right here. Cool. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday for the Daily Brew. We'll probably do a couple little fun videos maybe over the weekend, but that's it. Curious about a little Bahama spot. We'll see if they say anything, right? So, cheers. Oh, I think I hear Emily. Somebody. All right. We'll see you guys. Have a great day. Bye.